Hi everyone and welcome to Passionate Perseverance Tarot. Thank you so much for joining in today. I wanted to go ahead and take a look at the energy coming in for July 2025. I am located in the United States, so just so that you know, I do my readings from that location. It doesn't mean that there won't be other information coming in for things going on elsewhere in the world. So please take it how it resonates for you. Don't force anything to fit, and always trust your own intuition moving forward. So the first message that I had coming forward and coming out for the energy for July 2025 is that things are going to really start to be speeding up and gaining momentum in the energy. This is on the world stage as much as the individual. For you internally, feeling as though things might be everything all at once, right? It's like feast or famine energy, and the reminder is to slow down. If you start to feel as though things are spiraling out of control or you're losing your comfort level with how quickly things are speeding up, remember that you do have control in the situation. Find where you do have control and whatever it is. It's a collective reading, so it'll be different for everyone. And then ground yourself and really reflect, go within on what you can do moving forward to slow things down to your pace. It's not always going to be where you can affect the speed at which something happens, but you can definitely control your response to it. And that means take a time out if you need to. Slow things down, go for a walk, ground yourself, meditate, journal, take a breath, really go within and ask yourself, okay, let me put this in a way that it's prioritized for me, the individual. How important to my life is this? And then kind of go through a list that way. What needs to be done? How do I need to respond, right? Is it something that has to happen? And I'm hearing like prioritize things that way, and then also prioritize them as far as what you're wanting moving forward, because I have speaking a truth coming out as well. It's very important to make sure that you're speaking your mind, speaking your truth, speaking up. It could be for partnerships, any type of relationships. It could be a work dynamic, but make sure that you're saying what needs to be said on your end. Don't bottle it in. Don't hold it in. Let it out. Let it out. It doesn't have to be in an aggressive, abrupt way, but you need to be heard. You need to be heard is what I'm hearing there. You absolutely need to be heard, and you deserve to be heard. So, especially in times where it feels like, oh my goodness, everything's speeding up, everything's going so fast, everything's coming at once, take a beat, slow down, and then say, wait, how do I need to respond? What do I need to say in order to get what I want or get what I deserve or speak my truth? I hope that that is resonating. Let's go ahead and get clarity in regards to each of these. Now, from a world stage perspective, it might feel as though you don't have any say or control. And in many circumstances, that is true. So you have to take it back to the individual level and say, how can I have a say, or what can I do to help in my community? The Princess of Cups is here. This is where it's showcasing really one eye open and one eye closed. If you can see there, we have the butterfly here. There's a big transformational change coming in emotionally, I feel. Big emotional changes, and that's why I'm feeling so pulled to making sure that you're speaking your truth with the King of Swords, making sure that you're speaking your truth, standing up for yourself, saying what needs to be said, not backing down if it's something that is truly important and vital for you in your life and on your soul path, on your soul journey. How do you know? You reflect on it. You go within, you meditate, you ask for signs and synchronicities from spirit, from God, from your angel team, ancestors, whatever your belief structure is there. Don't force it to fit, but ask for guidance, ask for assistance on this journey, because it could get overwhelming. I'm not going to lie, it feels like things are really speeding up and it could get overwhelming, and there's going to be change happening no matter what, because it's coming in. Transformation is coming in, whether we as individuals like it or not. There's going to be lots of movement, lots of shifts, and forced growth. So if people have really been denying the change that's been meant for them, it's going to be a tower moment. It's going to feel like an absolute wake-up call. It's going to feel like, well, let's see how it's going to feel. Let me just get confirmation from the tarot here in regards. New beginnings are going to be coming in. And again, we have to make sure to rest, recover, replenish, repeat, right? Pour into you. Take the time you need to really reflect on what it is that you want moving forward, because it's speeding up with the Chariot. Things are speeding up. The energy is speeding up. And it's a good thing. Confirmation here with the Wheel of Fortune, right? The wheel, things are going to be definitely speeding up, moving quickly, but positive things are happening too. So although we can be resistant and hesitant to change, feel like this, right? Oh goodness, I don't like change, sleepless nights, keeping us up at night, worry, anxiety, stress. That's when it's so important to go within, rest, recover, replenish, rejuvenate, restore, reflect on what it is that is most important. And it's about you realizing that you have control over your part of this, right? Whatever part of the world you are in, whatever you're working on, you have control over that. So take that control back, and it's going to help you be victorious. And that's what I'm really hearing from Spirit for you as an individual. Speaking your truth, we have the Queen of Swords coming out with the King of Swords. Speaking your truth, and the King of Swords is over here, making sure to stand strong and say what needs to be said in all areas of your life. And it's going to allow for new beginnings to emerge. I didn't have the Tower card come out. I did have the Nine of Swords, so it is going to feel a little bit worrisome. That's when it's so important to slow down, ground yourself, take a beat, and then figure out what you're prioritizing for you and tackle it. If you feel like you're losing control, where can you regain that control? Also, if you feel as though it's all external, where can you handle it internally for you? If it feels like you have no control over the situation, it's bringing the control back to you individually. And that starts with doing things within your own community to help you gain back the power to feel as though you have that control. Okay. For many of you, it might be going to faith, whatever that is for you, and finding like-minded people. I think that could be a journey to help guide you and to help bring in a support system that's going to be structured in a positive way. We always want a positive, structured way to cope with ever-changing, fast-paced, fast-moving times. And that's what I really feel. I think there's going to be a lot thrown at us as a people all at once. And it might initially feel scary. It might initially feel as though there's, change. Change is scary. Conflict is scary. Anything in regards to the unknown is scary. But what I'm feeling pulled to is that where can we shift our perspective and see the positive in something? Yes, it's always important to maintain a positive mindset, and it doesn't mean it has to be sunshine and rainbows all the time. This is about shifting your perspective to see the good in all situations. How can I turn this into a positive? And how can I move forward with my head up high, shoulders back, and ready to tackle anything and everything that comes my way? We don't have to have all the answers, and we don't have to have absolute clarity, but it's about picking ourselves up, dusting ourselves off, and being ready to move forward. Okay, let me get a guidance card from this deck. I love this deck so much. In regards to the Magician. And if anyone was wondering, this deck specifically is the deck that I created. I'm hoping to have it available for sale soon. Ooh, I'm getting the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands energy here. So this is about communication coming in, but it's also about sending out communication. And what I'm really feeling pulled to is finding your tribe, finding like-minded people. And it's okay to manifest that. See with the dandelion here? Sorry about the glare. With the dandelion there, that's that manifestation energy. You make a wish, you blow on this, you send it out, and then each one goes out to others, right? And is a shining light to bring back that manifestation. And it's really about finding your soul tribe, your soul family. And that's what's going to really help be the glue to make it through any type of trying times. It's going to help be a shoulder to lean on, a guiding light through any storm. And this is something that's important for all times, but it's really monumental during times of fast-paced change, which I feel is coming in, especially in July 2025. I'm feeling things really start to pick up in the energy, and it really is going to be like one thing after another of just surprise situations, it feels. I have the Iris card coming out. I'm just taking a look at this. I get the reminder that we have the rose with the thorns. So in order to have that rose, you have to go through the thorns. There's always the thorns that come with each rose. And then also there's always the storm that comes with each rainbow. And we have scars, we have battle wounds, and we wear those with pride because it's showing what we've been able to endure and survive. I had just seen 1111 on the video when I was saying that. So confirmation from spirit, from the universe, to keep moving forward, to not give up, and that don't forget how amazing you are, how individual you are, and how special you are, because you were meant to pursue your goals, your dreams, your destiny, your desires, but also to, the victory card's pulling me in, to persevere. Beautiful, beautiful energy coming out there. So that's the individual aspect, looking at trying to help assist on your soul journey, soul path, and to help calm any nerves and know that we're going to make it out no matter what. Collectively here, we're making it out the other side in regards to the sun coming up each day. We can count on that, right? It's going to come up each day. If you have a rough day, go to bed with the mindset of tomorrow's going to be better. I'm welcoming it with a smile. And then do that and put yourself in a positive mindset moving forward. All right, let me see from a world stage perspective. I have the star coming out. I have judgment in reverse. Is there anything specifically in regards to concern, any guidance that might help us? The Two of Swords is here as well. Oh, and the Empress is on the bottom of the deck. If we can see here, the Empress energy on the bottom of the deck. This is, again, speaking of standing up, being strong, head up, shoulders back, ready to tackle each and every day. Although we might not have it all together, we act like we do. We put on that, I want to say smile, but this one here, she's looking stern. She's looking ready. But there's also an element of change. And how you can see this is there's like the robotic arm there, but still having the child strapped to the chest. Spirit helping guide on the soul journey, soul path with the birds here. The black roses as the crown. There's an element here of being hardened, but ready to tackle anything and everything that comes your way, and not giving up and enduring and shifting and pivoting with change. So because I'm being pulled into this arm specifically here, I do feel as though there could be technology, something that's coming out in regards to possible AI or robots specifically. I don't know why I'm being pulled into like pets. There might be something specifically that comes with animals or pets that we have that might be coming out. I mean, we are really entering into a time frame of ever fast-paced change, and I really am being pulled into July as when things are going to start to really like boom, 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 like one thing after another, like a chain reaction, a chain event for monumental, I don't want to say discoveries because that's not the right word, monumental inventions coming out, that type of, like one thing just leads to so many others, and it's going to bring forth change, and there'll be a lot of resistance to that. and understandably so, but it's coming, and that's why it's important to prepare. So I do feel as though there's going to be technological advances, something specific that comes out. I'm being pulled to pets. Pets specifically with, I don't know if it would be something robotic to maybe help pets, but there's something specifically there. And then let me see. I have the star. The star energy. And I'm just seeing what I get pulled into here. It's darkest before the dawn is what I'm hearing. It's darkest before the dawn. So if there is a difficult time, it will almost feel like no way out, but then the sun will come in. And what I mean by that is if there's a situation on the world stage that it feels as though it is dire, like absolutely dire, and there's no way out of it, I think that there will be a pivot at the last moment, if that makes sense. Because with this, I'm hearing it's darkest before the dawn, but knowing that, and see how she's like got the star glow? So it's like not losing hope, and then the sun is rising behind, but it's still very dark. So that's the message that I'm getting there. Like, and with the judgment in reverse, it's going to feel like there's no way out, but at the last moment, there'll be a glimmer of hope that comes in. Okay. And then we have the Two of Swords. Now, this one specifically is showing not knowing what to do next. And it's uncharted territory. Thank you. Uncharted territory moving forward. And these are all connected. So what I'm feeling pulled to is an alliance. This could be global powers aligning. Doesn't have to be, but it feels that way. It feels like not able to come to an agreement or a decision, and in the last moments deciding that they'll sit down at the table and figure it out, something along those lines, and then not knowing what to do moving forward. It's uncharted waters, uncharted territory, and having to figure out, having to figure out how to come together, communicate, see through the other's eyes, understand the hardships of the others, right? And when we say others, it's like a collective people, and it's the leaders, and then also wanting what's best for their own people, essentially. And if you can see this card here, I mean, the eyes are foggy. It's not knowing what to say, trying to understand, but not understand. You know, there's a lot. There's a lot here. It's I'm getting shown like Helen Keller. Okay, I'm getting shown the image of Helen Keller, and if you've ever seen that movie with the scene where she finally connects the dots and is able to, I got chills all over, is able to understand. Oh, it's almost making me emotional. I can't express it in words. It's an emotion of finally being able to piece together and have a way forward. And not just have a way forward, be able to grow and flourish in a way that was never believed possible before. So this is big energy, and I'm really, truly holding on to hope for this. It's impactful and monumental, and I'm feeling as though it's between very strong, powerful, if it's not leaders, would be very strong corporations, because it's very powerful energy. And I'm feeling like two coming together, seeing a way forward, but it feels like it's going to be it. And then at the last moment it shifts, and then it's like, all right, well, what do we do moving forward? It's like, well, you have to understand me. Okay, well, you have to understand me. And when I say me, it's us collectively, for the people that they're standing up for, trying to help. Okay. All right, let me get clarity in regards to if I have anything further that comes out to help further describe the situation here. Yeah, it's something to do with a proposal. Either like accepting a proposal or not. And I have it coming out with this moving. So it might be territory, trying to gain territory or not. But then I see sitting down at the table. So it is coming out. So it feels almost territory or gaining territory. Not wanting to give up territory. Or join forces or alliances. Because not wanting to lose a way of life. Yeah, it feels like not wanting to join because not wanting to lose a way of life, but being able to sit down and figure it out in a way that's going to be helpful for both sides. And I do see union. So this is showing like partnership union, but it is showing being able to have an agreement, being able to both come to the table, set aside differences, have a conversation, because here's the call, here's the emotions, setting aside differences, and leaning into faith that this can get worked out. So it feels, it could be both. It could be both business related from a grand scale, and then also for political as well. And sometimes that definitely happens. Like they'll make it seem like it's, okay, we're not going to take the offer. It could be something to do with that, like an offer. I'm not going to take the offer, and then at the last minute, something else gets thrown in, and then it changes everything. It's something like that. But it's a big energy because this is what I'm looking at for the world stage. So it's going to, yeah, there's terms. There's terms. And I have the number 11. So it's going to work out. It's going to work out. It will be negotiated. So this would be something that I think would definitely be in the headlines in regards to, yeah, I have the, it could be overseas as far as for me, because I see the getaway card. But there's a bridge. So it's something along the lines of like bridging the gap as well. Okay. And seeing from the other, my head just started to hurt in the back. So it's like almost where they're getting headaches over it. I feel like it's causing headaches over it, and just like not seeing from the other person's perspective or point of view. But we're going to sit down. We're going to figure this out. We need to do this. It's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do, because the opposite is everything will be completely shattered. So it's big. It's big. It's like if they don't sit down and come to terms, come to an agreement, everything will fall apart. So I see an agreement. I see coming to a resolution strategy, and then being able to move forward in a way that is setting a solid foundation upon which to grow. It feels like throwing anchor. Yeah, I have the anchor card. Throwing anchor and coming up with a proposal upon which to both agree. I saw like putting pen to paper and signing. Both agree to then be able to collectively move forward. Okay. All right. Well, that's promising. There's the bridge. Yeah, bridging the gap. Okay. Reconciliation with the bridge. Okay. And there's some element of offering protection. I felt this as well with that rainbow. And we have umbrella with shelter. So there's an element here of offering protection. It might be where one is offering protection to the other in exchange for whatever's in that agreement. Okay. And it feels like this is going to unfold in July, because that's the time frame that I'm looking at, is July 2025. Yeah, the conflict is going to be resolved. I just had it. Justice is here, but the Chariot was here too, and it slipped back in. And I think that's how close it's going to be to thinking that things are going sideways and that it's not going to work out. And then the last minute, now it's coming out. The last minute, the Chariot comes out. Ooh, look at that. The Knight of Coins and the Emperor. So this definitely feels like big boss energy or presidential energy, political, and then we have victory coming in. All right. And a helping hand is here also, a helping hand. So it doesn't mean that there's not going to be change. Change is inevitable. New beginnings are inevitable. However, as far as the world stage, I'm hearing that this is the best path forward. The confirmation of that with the High Priestess coming out. This is the best path forward. And it is a helping hand from Spirit, and confirmation of that with the High Priestess. Okay. All right. That's what I'm getting. I want to go ahead and get an overall guidance message from the angel deck to help with the month ahead guidance. Take this how it resonates for you, the viewer, and then also I'm setting the intention that it has a message for, I'm being pulled to the fives. 5555 is pulling me in. Great transformation, clarity, and a message that will also be connected to the world stage as well. Okay. You might be seeing patterns, synchronicities with those fives, all right? This says clarity, great transformation, major changes, opportunity, fast pace forward. Fast pace forward, there we have it. Process. You aren't a victim of circumstance, rather you are the beneficiary of it. If that weren't the case, life would be pretty dull. You will set yourself up for success in the long run if you are willing to adapt to this shift. And that's what I was talking about in the beginning. We have to learn to adapt, ebb and flow with change, and really focus on how we can take back our control in situations throughout each day in and day out that we go through. Everything is going to work out for the best. At long last, you are accomplishing what you set out to do. Everything will work out perfectly in the end. Let me know any type of reading that you'd like to see moving forward. I'm sending everyone love and light and wishing you a wonderful July. Take care.